Turtles, my name's Imogen, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you with me on the Durham induction week as a third year. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Follow me on Instagram, and I think that's all there is to say. Let's get into the video. Alright, so induction week, also known as Freshers Week more popularly, is essentially the first week before lectures begin. And if I was a fresher, I would be going to freshers events, but since I'm not, in my second year and also this year, which is my last and third year, I usually travel up and spend the week preparing for the year to start. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So the first thing I need to do is write a to-do list. Here is my to-do list. I've showered and got ready, and this morning I'm going to be focusing on unpacking, getting myself some new sheets. I decided I wanted to get them as a treat because I've had my current sheets for like 2 years, so I think it's time for some new ones. I've got to do a grocery run, and I've got work because I have a remote job, so I've got to do some work, obviously, for that. Take anxiety meds, that's in all caps. I've actually done that, so I'm going to check that off. Check uni timetable and plan terms, so this is kind of the time when timetables are coming out and it's a really good idea to just like get everything in the Google Calendar, know what I'm doing when, that kind of thing. Finish healthy eating plan. This is something I want to do. I want to eat more healthily this term and plan my meals for also efficiency as well as, you know, budgeting and so forth. Anyway, 12 to 1 lunch and do my budget. So yes, link to the healthy eating plan. I got to do my budget. I'm going to call my dad at lunchtime. I've got to do some data analysis for my dissertation. I'm going to aim to get to 3,000 words because I've written nearly 2,000 on my dissertation so far. I just wanted to get ahead of it a little bit before the year started, just because I have anxiety, essentially. I need to buy new shampoo and skincare. I need to register with the Durham GP and book an appointment for some stuff. I need to think about whether I'm going for laser hair removal. Actually, if you want to see a video on this, comment below because I'd be interested to do a video on that. And I need to meal prep for the week once I've actually bought the food that I'm going to use. And then after 5 PM I'm going to sort out some vlogging stuff, post something on YouTube for it is a Monday, and you all deserve a video on a Monday. Cancel Disney Plus because my housemates have Disney Plus and I just had it for the summer, free with my new phone plan. Watch Sex Education, maybe, and hang out with my house. So that is my to-do list for today. It's very long, so I'm going to get started. I'm buying new sheets because I decided it's time my room had a little upgrade. And I honestly think that, like, your room kind of sets the tone for the day you're going to have and the life you're going to have, and also your, I don't know, your character or whatever. I think, you know, nice environments, nice life, basically, so I am buying new sheets. I know it looks like I hardly worked at all during this week, but I'm basically showing you a little bit of work, and if I showed you that I worked pretty much the whole week, then you wouldn't get to see all the other interesting stuff that I fit around work. I've prepared a bunch of documentation for my boss, and I think the next thing to do is tidy my room because it is a bomb site. But before I say that, I gotta love working from home because here I am with my blanket, and it is so convenient. I honestly want to do it after university because this is just, it suits me so well. Like, I get so much stuff done. As you can see, my room is kind of in a state. Obviously, I just arrived last night and I haven't got around to sorting all of this shit yet. So what we're going to do right now is get all of this shit sorted, and then we're getting some groceries. I absolutely love recording time lapses. I love when other YouTubers do them, and I just find them so satisfying for when they're cleaning like a room and so forth. I'm honest, I've watched this clip like 10 times since I recorded it. Right now I'm doing my budgeting. I've got budget spreadsheet and then my bank account open over here. I think it's really important to have a budget, and I actually did a whole video on how I made 2023 the year I got my finances together, so I can link that in the description if you're interested. But basically I've got a bunch of different categories: rent, utilities, food, etc, etc, etc. And the bottom line is I still have quite a lot of money this month, so that's great. I'm going to go and buy myself something fun because this fun budget has not been used so far, so there is still a little bit of room left for me to have fun this month, even though there are only 5 days left in the month. I love budgeting. It appeals to the sort of organiser in me. Alright, this is going to be a shopping speed run. I'm in town, it is my lunch hour. I'm going to get some stuff for the bathroom, and I'm going to get some sushi, I think, and also maybe some strawberries. I've been like craving strawberries for some reason. But anyway, onto the shampoo first. This is what I got. I always get the red shampoo because I have blonde dyed hair, so I find that really helps preserve my colour, and also I tend to get really fine tangled hair, so I use this conditioner, which I always find really useful. I also get a couple of face masks because they feel relaxing and they feel nice on my skin and they make my skin look nice. I always recommend pampering yourself if you can a little bit, especially at the start of a term, because I just feel starting a term in a sort of fresh and positive state of mind is really 100% worth it. For a Tesco run, I'll just get a few things here and then I'll head and get some lunch. What I got in the end, so I got like salad ingredients and strawberries, like a shit ton of strawberries, the biggest strawberries they had, plus some fish fingers. So hopefully I should be eating reasonably healthily for the next few days. Next stop is Kokoro, which is my favourite sushi place in Durham. They have a sushi salad that I have been obsessed with and I've been thinking about it all summer, so let's get it. Here's what I got. So I got the sushi set and also this seaweed salad. You can't see it very well, but I promise it is delicious and I completely recommend it. Okay, last stop before I head home is this place, which has the best brown sugar and milk tea in Durham. There's plenty of good bubble tea places in Durham, but this has outstanding brown sugar milk tea and it's just get it. You'll know what I mean. Here it is. This is the famous brown sugar milk tea that's got the tapioca and it just looks gorgeous. They actually had a revamp inside the shop over the summer and it looks fantastic. Very excited to keep going back there this term. So I'm done with my healthy eating plan. This is just like a big shopping list of everything I need to get in my grocery run. And I've done a bunch of this. I haven't done the grocery run yet, but I will soon. And what I'm going to do next, because I've had lunch and so forth, I'm going to register with the Durham GP and probably book an appointment, but we shall see. Anyway, so this is the patient registration system. You have to basically register if you're a student. It's a really good idea anyway, because in case you need medicine and stuff like, for example, anxiety meds, which I need a repeat prescription for. And all you need to do is just click register online, and I'm just going to go through this. It will automatically update, so basically my home GP will like give my details, or I'll basically be registered here and not at home, if that makes sense, once I've completed the process. I've registered with the Durham GP, but I'm going to have to wait a couple of days for the registration to go through the system, so I can't actually book an appointment right now. So fortunately I have enough meds left for like a week or so I can just like get that done whenever. But for now I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is booking laser hair removal. Before we get started, I just want to say that obviously, like, I'm not doing this for anyone else except myself, and I don't think you should do this because of, like, social pressure or, like, because you think you won't look good. I think that, obviously, like, normative beauty standards are extremely damaging, and I just wanted to say that I'm getting this because it actually feels more comfortable for me, and I actually just shaved for myself already, so I'm looking for a more permanent solution, but by no means be influenced by prevailing beauty standards because that will fuck up your mental health. Anyway, this has been a PSA. This is the website. I'm going to this laser waste clinic, which is very, very well reviewed, and it's in the centre of Durham, so it's very convenient for me. So I'm going to select there we go, I can book an appointment, and I'm going to scroll down and select the right date. After I've done that, we're going to move on to the next thing. So my reservation is completed, and the next thing on my to-do list is, where is it? Yes, I've got to do data analysis for my dissertation. I'm aiming to get to 3,000 words, so the sooner the better, really. I'm on like on around 2,000, and I've got a lot of references, and I've done some data analysis, but I'm going to be meeting with my supervisor soon, and I want to have something like reasonably impressive to show her, so I'm going to get back on that dissertation grind right now. This is genuinely what I look like for most of the term. I'm just like sat in front of a computer, whether I'm working at my job or whether I'm writing my dissertation or doing some other thing. And the other interesting stuff in this video is genuinely the minority, but it helps to have a time lapse of the actual stuff I do. Alright, there it is. I've written a lot of commentary on the data analysis I've been doing, and also I've got like a bunch of references, probably too boring for you to scroll through now, but I've done quite a lot of work on this, so hopefully my supervisor will be happy with my progress when we next meet. Alright, since I've done my dis data analysis, well, I haven't finished it, but like I've got to 3,000 words, so I feel like that's a good place to leave it. I can't really do my meal prep yet because I haven't done my big grocery run, but I will do that soon. I've already sorted out my Cambridge vlog thumbnail. If some of you guys saw that, like, it didn't upload a thumbnail for some reason, but I fixed that. I've cancelled my Disney Plus. Now I need to edit my train journey vlog and post something on YouTube. And then after that, it's just hanging out and socialising. So I'm just gonna catch up on some YouTube admin, and then I'm pretty much done for the day. Alright, I've finally done my big grocery shop, so I've got like a bunch of tinned stuff, frozen stuff, loads and loads of fruit, bread, sauces, olives, all of that kind of stuff. When I get home I might do a big unboxing for you, but basically now I'm set for like this week and also the first week of term. I try not to like have to shop the night before lecture starts, so I am all set for this. I got everything home from my food shop and it is on the counter behind me. So I'm getting ready to meal prep. Before I do so, I'm just going to take you through my little shopping haul and show you what I got, because I like doing that. Over here I got stuff for breakfast. I wanted to try these cotton candy grapes because I first heard about them in the movie Fresh. If you haven't watched it and you don't have a strong stomach, I don't recommend you watch it. Anyway, they do vaguely taste like cotton candy. I've got apples, I've got strawberries, I've got some Greek yogurt, so that's good. For lunches over here I've got some salad, some tomatoes, some sweet corn, mayonnaise, tuna, salmon. I've got more in the cupboard, but I just set out a little bit, and I've got some olives, bread. Over here for dinner I have some chicken, kidney beans, tomatoes. This said all-purpose seasoning, so I guess that's good. Got some frozen vegetables and some pasta, some peas, some potatoes. Not sure what I'm doing with those. Also, I bought some white rice, some hummus, and some sauces that I like. This is satay sauce and, of course, sriracha. So, with all that in mind, I'm going to get cooking and show you as I cook. This is what my meal prep looks like. Over here we've got dinner, which is various assorted vegetables. We've got pasta, we've got potatoes, double carbs, maybe a bit of overkill, I guess we'll see. Some chicken. Back here we've got breakfast. I've made a bunch of fruit boxes. I'm going to have some yogurt alongside that, but I've not put it together because I don't want it to get all like sloppy and messy. Same over here with lunch, so I've got like salads, tomatoes I will cut when the time is right. I've got some like tuna, mayo, olives mixture, but I'll put that in when I want to eat it so it doesn't get soggy. And then I've got some bread back here in case I want to make sandwiches. I haven't quite decided. Over here I've got some more chicken which I'm going to freeze for next week because I shop for 2 weeks at a time, so then that'll be super easy to meal prep. And then I've got a bunch of lids which I'm going to put on all these boxes. I think it's important to note that these boxes are also reusable. Like, some people use them as single use, but I don't, because they just are so easy to wash out and use again, and also, why would I do that? Anyway, this is my meal prep. It took me maybe like an hour. I'm still getting used to our new kitchen like hob setup, so I'll probably be quicker in later weeks. But this is a wonderful way to prepare for the week and prepare for the term. I highly recommend it. It is Wednesday and I am on the science site, or the main university campus. Behind me, the Bill Bryson Library, affectionately known as the Billy B, and I'm here because last year I had this thing where I didn't actually visit all the rooms I was supposed to go to during the term before term started. So then whenever I went to my first lecture I was like, where's the room, where's the room, where's the room? So this year, to fix this, I've decided to visit all the rooms beforehand because I got my timetable. I know where I need to be for every single lecture, and I've made a list of them, and I'm going to go to them all, or at least the ones that I haven't been to before, to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going and I don't have to stress on the first day of lectures. This is the geography building, and it's also known as the West Building. I do have a lecture in here, but I've been to the room a million times, so I'm going to move on. This is the Teaching and Learning Centre, aka the TLC. I've got like 3 rooms in here this term, but I've already been to 2 of them like way before, like way back in second year. So I'm just looking for the 1 room in here, and then I'll get going to other parts of the building. Found it. This is the Colchester building, which houses the physics department. I do have 1 lecture in here, but again, I've been there before like loads of times in second year, so I'm just gonna walk straight past. This is the Calman Learning Centre, also known as the CLC. It's very round, very cylindrical. I've got 1 lecture in there, so I'm gonna go check it out. Oh, finally reached the top. There it is. I'm pretty sure I came here in first year, but it's been a while, so now I know where this is. I've got a lecture in the physics building, not physics, chemistry, but again, I know where that is, and it's like over to my left, so I'm going to head straight to economics. I had some lectures in economics in my second year, but it's in a different room this time, so I'm pretty sure I know where it is, but I'm going to search it out just to be sure. Basically, all of this is just a checkbox exercise. Found it. Literally next door to the one I was in last year. apparently one of my rooms is in here, which explains why I didn't know where it was, because this is an extremely new building and it was literally being built last year. This wasn't finished when I left for the summer, so that explains a lot. I'm gonna go find my room. This building is a bit confusing. I've been to the receptionist and my room doesn't seem to exist, so either it's me that's made a mistake or there's a timetable mistake. There is a room that's 007. The one I had was 001, so I'm thinking maybe it's just that one because that is like an IT room. I'm gonna go back and check with my timetable, but at least I know where the building is vaguely and where I need to go. My final room is in the Earth Sciences building, which is like, it's actually not that close to geography, but it's next to the Common Learning Centre, and I'm looking for room 230. I've been here before, but it's like mega quiet because term hasn't really started yet. I think this is it. Yes, there it is. That is my final room. I have found them all, except that one, but I know where it is kind of, so I caught them all. Gotta catch them all. Hi everyone, it is Friday evening and induction week is basically over, so I'm basically done with all of my preparations, and I just wanted to do a quick little outro here because I've done all my meal prep, I have cleaned and tidied my room, I have written a lot of my dis, and I just wanted to say that I highly recommend doing an induction week sort of prep, like come to uni a week early, prepare for the term. I promise it will leave you in a really good state of mind. You'll have time to do self-care and everything you need to do, and you will start the term in a sort of fresh and chill headspace, which is going to make all the difference. I know from experience because I did it last year and it works, and that is why I'm doing it again this year. And that's all I have to say for this video. So if you liked it, make sure to give this a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye!